Hello everyone, this is a tutorial for the Candy Swirl Peppermint Wand I have here, and I just added some bells inside. Or you can make some candy peppermint embellishments. See here. And then this one is a little shaker that I made. Okay, so what you're going to need is some shapes, and with this tutorial you can really use any shape. And the other thing that you can do with this tutorial is you can make a box with it. Any shape that you want. You can do a cupcake for a birthday party. You can make a box out of the cupcake. Whatever shape that you have, whether it's for Halloween, Christmas, you know, anything. With this tutorial I'm just going to do the peppermints. And so you're going to need two different shapes, and then for this one, and of course if you don't need them quite this thick, of course you can change the measurements to any measurement that you'd like. But for this tutorial I cut out two pieces of 3 by 11, and then I scored it at 1 inch and 2 inch. And then I took my scissors and I just did little slits all the way up, like so. And they don't have to be perfect, just all the way up. And then I just kind of bent them in for that crease on the end. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to do is just kind of curl the middle with my finger. You could curl it before you snip it with your bone folder if you prefer. As you glue these two ends together, like so. So I just trim that off, basically. And then the other side as well. You can leave it on there if you like. I just don't want to have to glue that area twice, so I just clip it off of there altogether. And I use hot glue for this because this is one of those projects that you don't want to have to sit there and hold it for too long. I'm just going to use some hot glue, and then I'm just going to put this right up against the edge there and just kind of curl it around. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to add more glue and just curl it and just keep adding more glue as you go. So if you need to hold it for just a second, this down. Okay, now we can continue to glue this down. Just going to add more glue, just a little bit at a time. Then make sure that you stay right below the main part there. Okay, kind of holding it down up there. Just continue with the glue. that piece off of there. And now I'm going to probably cut it about right there. Okay. And then that way it's just going to go inside here like this. A little bit here. Okay, so we'll just add a little bit more glue. Okay, just going to add a little bit more glue right here. And then I add just a big glob right there on the end to kind of hold that in place right there. And then I'm going to add a little bit more just right inside there. I'm going to hold that down for a second. Looks like it's all in there. All I did at this point is I just found where I wanted the bottom to be, and I went in about right here. And then here on the bottom, I just glued it to the bottom here. And then when I stuck it through, because this will poke a hole right through there without having to use any kind of hole punch or anything, you don't need it. And then at the end here, I just used some more glue here, and then I put it through and hot glued it down to the base there. And that's all I did. If you want to put it more center here, you could use, stack a bunch of foam, those foam dots, sticky foam dots, and just stack a bunch of them here. And then when you place it in there, stick it on top of the foam dots, and then add a little bit of hot glue, and then it'll stay in place that way as well. So that's a couple different ways that you could do it if you prefer to have it centered in the middle. Stick on. See, here's this one. And all I do with the stick is just one of these. Just use these sticks that you can grab at your local grocery store, and they're shish kebab sticks or skewers. All I did was just wrap it around with some ribbon. You could punch a hole out of the center here, and then add your shaker bits so that you could see the shaker bits. But I would probably put them in a cello bag and then just have them glued down on here. At this point, you can put whatever you would like in here. You can put bells, rice, beans. You can add beads. If you want to recycle, you can use a grocery bag. And I'm just going to use some tissue paper. And I'm just going to put that inside, like this. Okay, and now I'm just going to crease all these down with my finger, because that'll make it a lot easier to glue the other piece down. So, okay. Now I'm just going to add my glue around the entire edge of the circle, and I just put a little dollop in the center. Okay. And just try and center it the best you can. Get all the edges in there the best you can as well. And just hold it until it dries. And there you have it. And now you can embellish as you wish. Add cellophane, or here if you'd like you can add washi tape, ribbon, even just glitter, or just like use a colored piece of paper like I did here. Glitter paper, then you don't have to glitter anything up. But I did decide just to glitter the swirl here on both sides. I was going to put glitter here as well. So just some ideas there. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.